All right, so this is Kenny Santos for KennySantos.com out of Toronto, Canada. Today I'm going to be talking about old ideas, and you know what? I got the PowerPoint and the screen capture on. Don't have the camera on my face like I usually do because, well, you know what? I just wanted to show some charts here, and I thought this would be the best way. This is a quote from Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And you know what? This is taken directly from the book, and he says this: Today I find many people struggling simply because they cling to old ideas. They want things to be the way they were. They resist change. Old ideas are their biggest liability. It's a liability because they fail to realize that while that idea was an asset yesterday, yesterday is gone. And I'm here to tell you is that, these old ideas that Robert Kiyosaki is talking about are go to school, get good grades, and get a safe, secure job. And too many people are still staying on that path. Ask any graduate or any university graduate how their financial status is going, and you'll find that many of them are without jobs. And if they do have jobs, you'll find that many of them, they don't have jobs in the fields that they study. Many of them are not overemployed. They're underemployed, and they're taking jobs at coffee shops and donut shops at minimum wage just to make ends meet. And it's putting a really big stress on society. Let's have another peek here at today's 65-year-olds. And the reason why I chose the age 65 is because that's the age that we're supposed to retire. And you know what? These statistics are not made up. Go ahead and check the Board of Labor and Statistics and find out for yourself. These stats have not changed drastically in the last 20, 40 years. We got over half, 54%. They're dependent. They need help from either their church, the government, or their family. Otherwise, they're not able to live effectively. They have nothing to eat. They have nowhere to live. They have nowhere to sleep. 36%, they're still working. And I'll tell you, some of them, they're working because they want to work, but most of them, they're working out of economic necessity. And they're unable to, dig ditches and go into general labor. And so they're vying for jobs as well. So they're part of the people that are competing with the new university grads, and the pickings are already slim. We got 5%, they're dead. And you know what? Financially, they look like to be the lucky ones. We got 4%, they're financially independent. I'll tell you, according to this graph, financial independence is $3,000 a month. And you know what? I don't know about you, but I don't want to be living on $3,000 a month when I retire. I want to be living on much, much more. I don't care if my house is paid off by then. That's just not enough to live the lifestyle that I want to be looking forward to. And then we got 1% that are wealthy. And when I talk about wealthy, you might wonder, well, how did they do it? And here's what they're doing. All right, we got 1%, they've won the lottery. Great, good luck doing that. 5%, they're super salespeople, and we're not talking about your slick car salesman that's making six figures a year. We're talking about $1 million a year earners or plus. You know what? And they're selling to companies, and they're selling commodities and things that I can't even imagine. We got 10%, they're CEOs and presidents. So you know what? There's some people that are actually climbing the corporate ladder, but it's only 10% of the 1%. So you have a very, very low chance of being part of the wealthy. We got doctors and attorneys, and if that's your path, great. Go for it. That's not for me. And then we got 74%. 74%, they're real estate investors and they're business owners. Now, those of you that know me, you know that I love real estate. And if you want to play in that game, either you got to do one of two things. Either one, you have to have a pile of money for a great down payment. And there are ways of getting no money down real estate. But you know what? You have to know how to do it effectively. And you know what? Most real estate investors will agree with me on this, is that if you want to do it without making mistakes, either you get a mentor or you plop some money down on some real estate investment education. You know what? I spent upwards of almost $30,000 learning how to do that. And so, you know what? One of the best ways to do it is business ownership. And you know what? That's what most people are doing to get into the wealthy 1%, especially nowadays. You can start your own home-based business from anywhere from $40 to $2,000, depending on what you want to do. And the risk is really, really low. And so, you know what? Only those bold enough to chase dreams are the ones who catch them. If you want to start your own home-based business, I guarantee you this, that you know someone that is already on that path. Talk to them, find out what they're doing, and maybe it's a good fit for you. But if you don't know anyone, or maybe if the person that you talk to isn't a good fit, what I invite you to do is go ahead and talk to me, or or maybe click on, I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can find out more. Thanks a lot, and create a wonderful day.